Hello, my name is Ciara Monaghan. I am principal of St Lawrence O'Toole's Primary School in Beleaks, which is just outside Newry, County Down. And for the past 5 weeks, our school, in particular our P6 and 7 class, have been working with STEAM education and a local company called ReGen to deliver a series of lessons known as STEAM Engineering in a Box. So basically, ReGen, a local waste company, sponsored this box, this resource full of lessons and different materials. And with STEAM on board and ourselves, ReGen then agreed to send 2 engineers to school to work with the P6 and 7 children. So the idea with working with STEAM education is to promote engineering in the primary school. We talk a lot about science in the primary school and maths and different elements like that, but we really felt maybe there is a space for engineering to be explored in the primary school. So the resource that was sponsored by ReGen was specifically to promote engineering in school. So we were very blessed to have wonderful engineers from ReGen known as Louth and Tiernan. From day one, they were very on board and worked greatly with Sinead from STEAM Education and myself. We had a number of initial meetings where we talked about the series of 5 lessons over 5 weeks. The engineers, Louth and Tiernan, were very much on board, did a lot of reading up and prep work. So then when the first Monday came on day 1, where they were coming out to deliver that first lesson, their enthusiasm really was a real injection to the children in class. They were so enthusiastic, they were so happy to be there, they knew the resource inside out. So when they started to co-teach with the teacher, the children just really did become alive. What was a great success of the project or the workshops was every week it was very interactive, where the engineers would start to speak and deliver the introductory part of the lesson, but it wouldn't be long before the whole series of lessons would become interactive. Every week the children actually got to use engineering materials and resources, and they got to actually make something concrete, whether it be a boat, a windmill, but every week something was actually made and produced by the end of each workshop. This for me was a great success. Through this practical work, the engineers themselves were able to discuss with the children the role of an engineer and the many different roles that an engineer can have, and explained to the children in the class that there's different types of engineers. So by the end of the 5 weeks, children were very in tune with this as a career, and already children have mentioned that it's something that they would be interested in down the line. To conclude, I would have to say that the 5 Mondays in school were a real joy, and I was very lucky to not be teaching in those days, so I could sit in and watch and take plenty of photographs. So I can really say firsthand the enjoyment that these workshops brought to the adults and the children in school. Throughout the corridors you could hear the laughter from the P6 and 7 classroom, because every workshop was fun, was enjoyable, and by the end of it all the children really knew Louth and Tiernan very, very well and had built up a very positive relationship with these engineers, so much so that Louth and Tiernan have promised to keep in touch and have said that they're going to bring out the ReGen lorries, and we're going to maybe have a few more informal sessions in school. So it didn't just end when the 5 weeks had finished. To conclude, I would have to say, and I would have to encourage any school, if they get that phone call from Sinead from STEAM Education to say, would you like to take part in this project, I would encourage all schools to jump at the chance, because it's teaching in a way that I really haven't seen before. To actually get someone in that career to come out and be the experts in the classroom in that field is very effective, and it's something that I really want to encourage within my school in years to come. So a big thank you to Sinead, who was fabulous from day one, and a big thank you obviously to ReGen and Louth and Tiernan, because without the whole team it wouldn't have been as successful as it certainly was. So thank you.